Hello everybody, we hope everybody's doing good. Today we're going to do a review on Dragonheart, the first one. A while ago we did a review, we watched Dragonheart, the Vengeance, right? And we enjoyed it, so we thought maybe we'd just go and watch the series and see if the other ones are pretty good or not. And so we watched the first Dragonheart with Sean Connery as the voice of the dragon. It also stars Dennis Quaid. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name. It's either Dina or Dinah Meyer, I believe. I might know her better from Starship Troopers, and she's been in a bunch of other movies. And then the other guy who plays the Wicked King is, what's his name?
David Thewlis.
Louder.
Thewlis.
David Thewlis. Alright, so...
Why do you want me to say it?
Because I didn't think I was going to be able to pronounce that last name.
Oh.
So, alright, so just real quick, the plot is we have Dennis Quaid. He's this knight who goes by the old code of knighthood, and he's training a young prince, and he's trying to train him to be like righteous and good, because the king, is really wicked, is like a tyrant, and it turns out that the prince is basically just as bad as his dad. And so
probably worse.
Yeah, maybe worse. We don't want to get to see his dad much, so we couldn't really tell. You wouldn't be able to tell. But Dennis Quaid blames the dragon because he thinks the dragon corrupted the prince when he gave him his heart to save his life. And that's pretty much the movie. The acting's pretty good, would you say?
Yeah.
Yep. Dennis Quaid's really good. Good like he is in everything else. Sean Connery does a great job voicing the dragon. The dragon is pretty good for the time period.
Yeah. Yeah.
You man of short words today. Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And the plot is good. It keeps you in trance. Keeps you in trance, but it keeps you in trance. You know, you don't want your eyes. Yeah, your eyes don't want to leave the screen, but no, it keeps your attention, and it's a good little movie. I enjoyed it. Before we go into the spoilers, into the things we like about the movie, we'll tell you if we recommend it, not recommend it, or recommend with caution. So, what's your feelings?
I guess I recommend it if you're like, I don't know how to put this last point. If you don't like character arcs that kind of go downhill at the end, then this movie wouldn't be a thing for you. But like, other than that, it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Okay, I recommend it. I think everything's great. I do like the character arcs. I don't think it goes down at the end though.
I mean, it goes down quite physically.
I don't even know where you're going with that, but yeah, it goes good. Like the character arc with Dennis Quaid is very good. He throughout most of the movie he doubts his morals and what he believes in, and kind of portrays them, and then he kind of regains those as the movie goes on, and he riles up some peasants, and they go fight the king.
Yes.
I don't know how that's going down. Anyway, so let's talk about some of the spoilers, things we like. So if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want any spoilers, I'll stop it here. But we both recommend it. We both enjoyed it. You'll enjoy it too if you like fantasy, and especially if you like movies with dragons. The dragon is excellent, and has a lot of funny parts in this one. So
sounds like an old man too.
Who, Dennis? Oh, well, he is an old man. Sean Connery's like 60 years old in this movie.
I know. He sounds like a really old man. And it's just like, and when he's doing that, he has like childish humor, and it's really silly.
Oh, okay. Old man with childish humor. Yeah, I get you there.
It seems like he has like a really young humor, so it's like, what?
Yeah. It is good. It's funny though. I think all ages.
I'm not saying
all ages.
I'm not saying they shouldn't have picked a different actor. Like this this actor was like really, really good at what he was doing. I'm just saying, I thought it was kind of funny how the voice was contracting the personality.
Yeah. Yeah,
I wouldn't change the voice, but I just think it's funny.
Yeah. it's a good contradictory between like you got this old wise dragon,
and he's like cracking jokes or something.
Yeah, cracking jokes and such. So what's some other parts you enjoyed?
Probably the nosedive into the shallow pond.
Oh yes,
that was really funny.
Right. So
and then when those like I guess cannibalistic people were just like meat, and they went try and carve up the dragon, and the dragon got away, and they turned around. I'm just like, oh, those guys, they're about to be like harassed or something, and they just started saying meat. I'm like, oh, they're cannibals. I see now.
Right. So yeah. So you probably already, if you at this point you probably already seen the movie, but there's a part where the dragon and Dennis Quaid is supposed to be a dragon slayer, and he's killed all the dragons but the last one, and they kind of make a pact where the dragon will act like Dennis Quaid's character Bowen, kills him, and so he get money, and so the dragon can keep alive, I guess.
Stay alive,
right? So there's a scene where how they do it is he shoots the dragon with the spear, and the dragon will go into water.
Right, yeah.
And the part you're talking about, the water is probably like waist deep. I mean, he should have broke his neck. He should have broke his neck because he goes in like this.
Well, I mean,
he should have broke his neck.
He has a thick neck, so because like I'm guessing from Dragonheart Vengeance, okay, when what's that dragon's name in that game?
Oh, I forget her name.
It's like
I know it's a woman.
It's a cool name, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah,
Ice. No, it's not that.
He said it was a cool name. I don't know anything cooler than Ice.
I'm gonna slap you. So it's like but she's like she was talking about how they do their courting rituals, and it's like lockjaw or something. So like they'll lock jaws, and I'm guessing they'll probably force it. So they're gonna have to have like a thick neck to be able to like not go and then do that instead of actually what they want to do. So I mean, if you see something with a thick neck, okay, you know they're probably doing a lot of headbutting. So that's how it works. Like bulls, their neck is almost non-existent.
Okay.
So.
All right. Okay. Anyways, so another part.
Biology.
One part I enjoyed was when they're fighting with the dragon, and the dragon slayer is fighting for the first time, and he kind of tries to eat the dragon slayer, and the dragon slayer puts his sword into the mouth.
No, not he. He strictly does not eat the dragon slayers. He just chews them.
Oh, chews them up. He spits them out, right.
His Draco's just like...
No, it's gross. Yeah, it's gross.
Gross.
Doesn't like the taste of humans. Anyways, so the dragon slayer has a sword in his mouth, and he's inside the mouth, so if he stabs the dragon, he'll be smashed, I guess, because the
dragon will go... Whoop.
Yeah. But if the dragon tries to chew him up, the sword will go
into his head.
And they got this whole little conversation. He's sneezing on him and stuff. Finding dead arms.
Yeah.
A dead arm and the teeth.
It was a foot, but like...
Oh, was it a foot? I thought it was an arm.
A foot, and it was just like...
It was kind of...
How he was able to distinguish the skeleton, I have no idea. But...
I think he looked at his ring. Didn't he look at his ring?
I don't know.
I think he looked at his ring.
But it was like, it was just like...
Yeah.
It
was a draw.
It was a draw, and they were just like, yeah, we're stuck.
Yeah.
And then where they were like, and then he was like, I can stay it for 3 days, and Draco's just like, I can stay it for 3 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. So it wouldn't matter because he had the sword stuck into his mouth pretty good.
And if he could breathe fire like a normal dragon,
yeah,
it would be more like, it'd be more like, oh, instant kill for Draco. But no, he sneezes out fire instead.
Right. So
I guess it's more accurate than it would be like breathing fire, because I guess it would just go all over the place. And you're just like, it's just like snipe.
Right. I guess it out his nose.
Yeah, it's like a sniper in his head.
Yeah. Yeah, usually when they depict dragons, the fire comes out of the mouth.
Yeah, they exhale it.
Yeah.
Oh, I remembered her name.
Who?
Sivith.
Oh, okay.
That's the ice dragon's name. It's Sivith.
Okay.
I just remembered.
It pops in your head. All right, so let's talk about the one main. Well, you got a couple female characters. You got the queen, and she's a pretty strong character, and you got the Dina Meyer's character. I don't remember her name.
Kara.
spelled like Kara. But she's
K-A-R-A.
Yep. So one of the things you get critiques nowadays is that for a long time, there was no strong women characters in movies, right? That's one thing to like. Back in the 80s and 90s, you didn't have any strong female characters, right?
I guess if you exclude E-Man.
Well, I mean, they're the same. Kara, in this movie, I mean, she's not the star, but she is a strong character. She's trying to start a rebellion, so she's a leader.
Apparently, right. There's a part in this where, like, I'm not really, where I'm kind of confused, and it's like, I think Draco's, like, trying to flirt with her or something, and I'm just like...
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
what are you doing?
He's doing all these things to impress her. Right. And so...
Well, anyway, it's not really impressive, it's just more like, hey, guess what? I finally have someone who's interested.
Yeah, trying to show off his abilities. But we got her, she can do, like, she's strong, she's mentally strong. She's not she doesn't coward or anything. She's trying to get a rebellion. And then she learns how to use an axe. She's a fighter. So we see these, so the misconception that people will try to tell you is that there wasn't any strong female characters, when in fact, there's been strong female characters in movies for a long time. And her character in this, I enjoyed her character. She's kind of funny. She's really good. She's the one that calls out Bowen for being a fraud in front of everybody. Yeah, and then it tries to get everybody eaten.
And then when it was like Draco, when he showed up with Draco, she was just like, "Stay away from him, you bully!" I'm just like,
oh yeah, yep.
And then you just have Bowen completely talking over her head,
right,
to Draco, and Draco's just like, "Well, I'm sorry if I decided I didn't want to stay."
Yeah, exactly. So so she has no fighting skills, and she's gonna try to fight a dragon slayer. She doesn't know.
Good, though.
She doesn't know he's a knight. And she's brave in that.
And she's just like, she was just like, I have a knife.
Right.
I'm gonna poke you.
Right.
It's just like, don't hurt the dragon. Yep. I'll stab you.
Yep. And this movie also does touch on a stereotype that men underestimate women, because when she's fighting, none of the men really
try. They don't seem like they're trying.
They don't try. They underestimate her. Like, oh, who's this woman trying to kill me?
And then the next thing they know, there's an axe in their back.
Yep, or in their stomach.
So it's like, but like, I feel like it's funny though when it's put like, I feel like it's not offensive. I believe because if I've seen like a stereotype, right, and then but it was like trying to contradict itself, like it was here. I think I would be like pretty proud of that, because I'm just like, that's cool. So like, I don't think it's like
No.
I don't think it's offensive at all. I think it's just hilarious, because it's just like...
Yeah, I'm talking about the men characters in the movie.
Yeah.
So
but it's like, it's really funny, because... Also, it was also...
Yeah.
Also, like,
well, what the...
In Middle Ages, though, women were, like, supposed to be, like, really frail.
Yeah.
So... Yeah.
But they had to be kind of strong.
That was the basics in the Middle Ages, where that women were, like, delicate, and that you weren't supposed to, like...
And the thing about this, they do her character where she's able to fight these men, but in a believable way.
Yes.
Because like she ain't picking them up and body slamming them or throwing like these heavy rocks.
She has these two axes and she's going smacking them.
Right, and she's able to. She's not being stronger than the men. She's just being quicker, and smarter at the fighting than the men are. So
which is hilarious, because they've been trained longer than she has, and they get their butts handed to them.
Well, yeah, because like I said, one of them actually said, "Oh, a woman," and then he's like, "Here, let me help you breaking your thing in two." And when he does it, she's able to hit him with the axe before he reacts. Yeah.
And then Dad's like, and then when she pulls the axe out, Dad's just like, "That man has no blood."
Yeah, there's no blood on the blade.
There's no blood. Yeah, that man has nothing.
PG-13 violence for you. Cartoonish. Is there anything else you want to say?
Then there was, I feel like, Draco's death was like, like, I feel like, it was that's what I mean by it was, like, character arc, because his character, like, he was afraid of dying at first, and then, like, after a while, he corrected what he did, so he was able to...
Yeah. Not be afraid of dying anymore.
Be afraid of dying. And then to complete his character arc, he would have to die.
Yep.
So, I mean...
Right, and because he's afraid of dying, it's because he was... because he's afraid that... Because he gave his heart to this guy, half of his heart to this guy who he knew was going to be bad, that he would be condemned for it. And so the goal of a dragon is to live a good life so they can go up into the stars. And he fears that act would cause him to be, I guess, disappear, right?
Yeah, it's basically he's going to be erased from all...
Right. So, I mean, and, you know, us humans can live that way too. Like a lot of humans have done, or people, probably done something bad in their lives and such. And so there's that fear that their wrongness can affect their, you know, what's going to happen to them when they die and such. So we could relate that to our own lives, and that's the possibility. That's the knowledge that there is a way to redeem ourselves, to repent, and to become better people.
Yeah. And it was also like, because you also do have other Dragonheart movies. It was like when Draco said he was the last one. It was like, is there like,
what happened?
Like, did he mean he was the last one in the area?
I don't know. We'll have to watch the other ones to find out, I guess.
Yeah, the second one will probably lighten it a little bit. Hopefully. Or maybe the prologue of the seventh one that we were... Not the... Yeah, it's the seventh one, isn't it?
No, fourth.
Vengeance. Yep. We could watch the prologue of that again.
Yeah.
It explained it.
Because they did explain it, I just can't remember what it said. Well, we hope you guys avoid... We hope you guys avoid...
We hope you avoid our video!
We hope you enjoyed it, and... until next time, have a great day.
Bye-bye.